City Hall, where Tennessee State Senator Bo Watson, Senate Majority Leader Jack Johnson, and other key leaders are discussing the Supreme Court arguments for Senate Bill 1, which is Tennessee's ban on transgender care for minors.
This event offers an opportunity for members of the media to hear directly from Tennessee lawmakers about this pivotal moment for state legislation. Now, Dane, we know that this Tennessee law was introduced last year back in 2023 by Governor Bill Lee. SB 1 bans hormone therapy and puberty blockers for minors and also provides civil penalties for doctors that aid in doing so. This has been a major hot button topic, I would say, in the news very recently. And, we've been following this throughout the past week when it was first introduced to the Senate. And we know that this is going to be talked about probably until this summer of June of this summer. And just something to follow along. So it seems as though these key leaders in Tennessee are going to talk about this. Let's listen in a little bit right now on what they have to say.
Here in Southeast Tennessee. I'm Tennessee State Senator Bo Watson. I am the chairman of the Hamilton County delegation, and I am joined today by colleagues from both the General Assembly as well as a colleague from local government. We are here today to discuss the Supreme Court case concerning Senate Bill 1, which is a bill passed by the Tennessee legislature, which was challenged then by the Biden administration, and oral arguments were heard last week in the United States Supreme Court. We're going to hear from a number of my colleagues this morning, but briefly, this case is about two things. One is the prohibition of medical practices of transitioning care for minors, and two, about the authority of the state of Tennessee to regulate medicine within the boundaries of our state. Those are the two core components of the lawsuit. We believe the state of Tennessee has really good standing. I'm going to introduce to you Senator Jack Johnson from Williamson County, who is the majority leader and was the prime sponsor of the legislation in the Tennessee Senate. Senator Johnson was present for the oral arguments last week. And then Senator Johnson will introduce Adam Lowe, who represents the 9th Senate District here in East Tennessee. Senator Johnson.
Thank you, Senator Watson. Good morning, everyone. It's great to be here in Hamilton County with you. This past Wednesday was truly an historic day, not only for the state of Tennessee, but really the entire country. As Senator Watson said, this case, based upon the legislation that we passed here in Tennessee, Senate Bill 1, House Bill 1, is the first law in the United States of America to be successfully defended in a court of law, a law to protect children. And fundamentally, that was our objective with the legislation that we passed, to protect children from these surgeries, gender reassignment surgeries, and the use of very harmful prescription medications that can result in a lifetime of health implications for children. We passed that legislation in 2023. We were immediately sued by the Biden Department of Justice in conjunction with the ACLU. That case has made its way through the court system, and we were very honored several months ago to find out that, in fact, the United States Supreme Court had chosen our law and the case involving our law to be the test case for the entire country. We are up now to about 26 states that have passed similar variations of this legislation, and the case that is before the United States Supreme Court is ultimately deciding the right of states to regulate these types of medical procedures to protect children. So it's a historic occasion. I'm here for a couple of reasons. One is to make sure that the people, in conjunction with my colleagues, understand the significance of this, because it is a very, very big case. But more importantly, I'm here to thank my colleagues in the State House and the State Senate, specifically in the body in which I serve, Senator Bo Watson and Senator Adam Lowe, and Senator Todd Gardenhire, who can be with us this morning, who were instrumental in helping us get this legislation passed in the United States Senate. You're going to hear from some of the House members as well. They also worked tirelessly, along with my colleague, House Majority Leader William Lamberth, to get this legislation passed. passed. So it was an incredible honor to be in the courtroom to hear the 9 United States Supreme Court justices talking about legislation that was crafted, originated right here in Tennessee, and is now going to be the test case for the entire country. So again, as the backdrop behind us says, and the sign on the lectern, Tennessee is leading the nation, and we're very proud to do so. With that, I'm going to turn